Dave Nedohin. You know, the first time I met him was in Winnipeg, and he was moving to Edmonton. We were in the locker room, and he asked me, he said, do you know anybody needs a team? And I said, well, I'll help you find a team. I'll be honest with you, I never seen him throw a rock, but I had a gut feeling that this guy was going to be something special.
And he walks in and sits down, and I said, oh, awesome, thanks for helping me find a team. Who is it? And he just said, it's me. And I was like, what? I'm going to play with Randy Ferbey? He was somebody that was an idol to me.
I knew I was not a skip. I was a third, you know, from years gone by and whatnot. And so we just gave it a go.
It took us only a couple of years to kind of get the boys together as we, you know, Ferbey Four, finding Scott and Marcel. That's really where the chemistry just clicked and everything kind of fell into place.
We used a communication and numbering system to identify where we thought the rock was going to stop in the house or in front. Marcel and I took a lot of pride in making sure that where we were saying that rock was going to stop is exactly where it was going to stop. And if it wasn't going to get there, we were going to do our darndest to try and make sure we did get it there.
Obviously, they turned out to be arguably the best front end to ever play the game. I was along for the ride, just holding the broom and telling Dave, do this, and Dave welcomed the challenge, but collectively, all four of us made it work.
With the numbering system and the communication, and a lot of people don't realize, but I mean, we were in the gym, we were working out on the off season, we had nutritionalists, we had sports psychologists, and every year Randy would promote starting something new or adding something to our preparation. And
that was everything from, you know, how we traveled in terms of our approach to that and what we wore, and you know, how we branded ourselves with our sponsors and the way that we approached our fitness. That's our mark on history, is that point where the game changed and it became more of a profession.
The other thing that we did really well was we played a really aggressive style of game.
Some people have described it as you walk into the kitchen, you turn the 4 burners on high, all the players jump on there, and you kind of play chicken and see how long you can stand up there with us.
It was almost like we stepped on the ice and we had a 2-point lead before the first rock was even thrown. And there was times when we could do everything wrong, it seemed like, and we'd still win games.
But the accomplishment that I'm most proud of on this team is that we played together for 12 years, and at that time, that was unheard of.
I would think that we were the best team ever. I mean, and that's not just from winning, but how long we played together and how long that success was for.
We were and are, in my opinion, the best team to have played this game. We parked ego at the door and we went to all the difficult places when people were throwing bad or making mistakes, and we did it with respect. But we did it for each other. And
regardless of accomplishments or whatever, I think you won't find any other teams that have the camaraderie that we still do.
I look back on all the teams that have implemented a lot of the things that we did to be successful. There is no doubt in my mind that the true definition of team, we are no doubt the best team to ever play the game.
Everyone always talks about the maple leaf on your back and how it never gets old. Every time we pull on the Alberta crest on our back, we're able to represent Alberta and have all of our fans cheering for us. It's an amazing feeling. So I would have to say this honor of being inducted into the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame is something that we'll cherish for sure.
I still remember the first Brier we went to. You know, none of us had experience except Randy, and we leaned on him a lot. He said, I don't know how you're going to deal with the spotlight. I don't know how you're going to perform, but I'm going to make sure that you guys are going to have fun and remember this experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame 2019 inductees, the Ferbey Four.